Hello, good afternoon, happy Friday. Today's topic is an interesting one, and many of you would be having this question in your mind when you come across doTERRA essential oils or any other pure essential oil in the market. For example, when I share about doTERRA essential oils, I have been using them for the past 7 years, starting mainly to support my son's immune system and clear breathing, and it's been 7 years so fast. I have been using this very proactively. I found them to be amazing in supporting his wellness, and I found that initially when I thought these oils were expensive, I found that in the long run they actually saved me a lot of money, a lot of heartache, and at the same time giving me that feeling of being empowered to be able to take care of so many things, not just for him, but in the household as well. So when many people tell me they have this comment, they have this reaction that doTERRA oils are expensive, I give you an example lah. If you use essential oil, you usually cannot run away from using lavender essential oil. So lavender essential oil, if you look at the price list for non-members, is 140 ringgit. If you look at that number per se, it is expensive. I would agree with you, because many people tell me that, hey, I can get lavender essential oil outside at 20 ringgit, 40 ringgit, 50 ringgit. Why should I pay 140 ringgit for doTERRA lavender? Of course, if you're a member, you get it even cheaper. But still, it is on the high side. So what is the difference? Does it really matter that you buy a particular brand? Now, the reason why it is expensive, number one, look at it in this manner. If you are buying, I'm talking about doTERRA oils, for example, the lavender essential oil that I'm holding, I want to be absolutely sure that it is pure. How do I get that satisfaction, that confidence, that ability to know for sure it is pure? Very easily, I go to www.sourcetoyou.com. It's a website open to anyone to access. I just look at the bottom of the base of the bottle. There will be a 7-digit batch number. So this batch number, all I have to do is key it in, and I will be provided with a GCMS test result. This GCMS test result is a gas chromatography and mass spectrometry result. It's just 1 or 2 tests, but the fact is the bottle that you are holding in your hand has undergone more than 50 tests, right? So the 40 over tests done in doTERRA in-house, and over 10 to 11 tests done third party, right? And the results you get at sourcetoyou.com, the website, is third party tested. So you can be assured that it is absolutely transparent with their testing as well. This lavender bottle that I'm holding, the lavender is lavender angustifolia, and it is harvested from selected areas in France. Okay, so when you look at a bottle of 140 ringgit lavender essential oil versus 20, 30 ringgit, 40 ringgit, please ask them whether this one is essential oil or is it a fragrance oil. It's very different. Fragrance are synthetics that are man-made in a lab. It may smell like lavender, but it is not lavender, and your body frankly would look at it as an extra burden to it rather than something that is going to support its wellness. So that is why you pay a lot more for a bottle of pure therapeutic grade essential oil. This is a big difference. Now, from the price aside, you have already paid that amount. How is it going to save you money? And how did I save money from using these oils for the past 7 years? If it is not saving me money, I won't be using, right? And I won't be here sharing about it. Okay, so what you pay for is what you get, number one. Number two, if you look at supporting yourself, I'm a mom to 2 boys. If you have children, you know that there's always something that, accidents happen. There will be cuts, there will be burns, there will be mosquito bites, and so on. You will need products, over-the-counter products, to support them with healing, cuts and bruises and wounds, bumps and so on, you will need products. You will probably buy a couple of things, one for cut, one for bruises, one for other stuff that you may need, right? So when you are buying so many things, over-the-counter products, if you look at it, there is an expiry date, and most of the time, if I remember correctly, the date on the crimp of the tube or the box will be about 2 or 3 years from manufacturing date lah. So usually by the time you want to finish that whole tube that you bought, probably already expired. So you would have to throw it away. Now looking and going back at my bottle of lavender essential oil that I thought was expensive, right? Because I paid so much for it. The expiry date at the bottom of the bottle is 2026 and now is 2021. That's a 5-year expiry for this particular product. And just let me run you through some of the indications for lavender essential oil. Many of us associate lavender with sleep, right? That's the only thing most of you think of, sleep, stress. No, besides that, lavender essential oil, if you're looking at doTERRA lavender essential oil, it can be used for sleep, for stress, for any form of skin imperfection, irritation, rash, bite, even some simple acne, even those kind of irritations that you may get, you see. And besides that, it can be also used for aches and discomforts that many of us are not aware, because the synthetic form or the aromatherapy form is usually used for just calming and relaxation, right? Apart from that, doTERRA lavender can also support reducing body temperature, especially if you have children, young children who are having fevers. You've given them the medication and you know that there is a lapse of time before the next dose is given, right? So in between, you may need to support the temperature to reduce. So you can use lavender essential oil in a basin of water to do sponging, right? So this is very useful actually. Looking at lavender, it is actually the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. So many a times when you don't know what to use, I always tell my group to use lavender. Of course, the second one we know is frankincense, but it's expensive lah kan, so we don't simply want to use it. So lavender is a good one to keep handy. One oil can do so many things. Instead of you having to buy and keep so many over-the-counter products for different indications in your home, that is the first way of saving some of your money, right? Number 2 is replacing some of the products in your home. For example, you may have candles at home, you may have artificial fragrances at home, synthetics at home that you are using, and these are not really friendly to your body. They add on the toxic body burden that we are already exposing ourselves to on a daily basis. We cannot run away from the food that we eat, the air that we breathe outside, the kind of stress we go through, not sleeping well, and so on. So instead of having to buy candles, having to buy cleaning products, having to buy artificial fragrances, you can use essential oil to replace them and do cleaning in a much more safer manner for your family. Number 1, you can get your kids to do cleaning as well. This one most mothers love, because we want the kids to be able to participate and do cleaning and be independent at the same time. How many of you would allow your children to mop the floor with a commercial cleaner or wash the toilet with a commercial cleaner that you need to wear gloves, and then as you are cleaning you can smell the fumes filling up your room or your bathroom, and then you end up coughing, and most of the time you tell your children don't touch it, it's poison. Am I right? So why do we keep these poisons in our home and we expose ourselves to it? But actually when you use it in your home and you're cleaning, though they are not the ones cleaning, they are inhaling the fumes. The residue is left on the floor. We walk in our house barefooted. Whatever your skin comes into contact with, 70% is absorbed into the skin. So this is the toxins that we are knowingly or unknowingly exposing our bodies to on a daily basis. So going back to using essential oils, if you're going to be doing cleaning in a very safe manner, I don't use lavender for cleaning. I use lemon, I use tea tree, and of course I use On Guard. doTERRA On Guard is amazing for cleaning. You just use to mop your floor about half a pail of water, 2 or 3 tablespoons of white vinegar, the cheapest you can find, about 2 or 3 drops of essential oil. You can get your children to wash, to do the cleaning for you as well. Nothing will happen to the skin, even though you may have some children at home with sensitive skin and so on. Nothing happens, and it is very, very safe. Even more if you have got young babies crawling on the floor and you know, like young babies they'll be putting everything into their mouth. So having this kind of safe, non-toxic cleaners is very important when you're looking into taking care of the environment. You want it to be clean, and at the same time you want it to be safe as well. So number 2 will be my cleaning. Number 3, if you're looking at how much does it cost per drop, right? So for many all of us who are still in the pandemic, many are facing issues with having deep sleep, stress management. So you find that when you don't sleep well for a couple of days, things are difficult. You know, the quality of life is not there. You can't focus, you get angry, mood swings. If you're a lady, you may find that your periods are not regular anymore. You may be having other issues cropping up as well. So when you're looking at deep sleep, and I find that many who have reached out to me, they have been using the oils and they are diffusing the oils, they find that the deep sleep is achieved. You know, and how much does it cost to have good deep sleep? How much does your good sleep, what is your value of your good sleep? Okay, for a standard size room, if you're going to be using a diffuser, and again, when you diffuse oils with doTERRA oils, you can use any kind of diffuser. It doesn't matter as long as it is able to diffuse essential oils. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a doTERRA brand, but I strongly encourage you to purchase a doTERRA diffuser if possible, because very long lasting, and I have been using my petal diffuser for 7 years now, right? So it has been worth the money, worth the investment to get that diffuser. If you find that I don't want to put it, you don't want to invest in that diffuser, get it free, because there are kits with the diffuser included as well, as low as 660 ringgit. It's very affordable because the diffuser itself almost 300 ringgit already. So with 5 oils, a diffuser, and an additional doTERRA On Guard, which is what we are all using so much during the pandemic to support the immune system, to cleanse the air, to do our green cleaning, that one bottle is amazing. 15 ml with 250 drops. So if you're going to diffuse it into your room, how many drops? I always, if you have followed my previous sessions, it's about 4 drops for a standard size room. Not much. Do not overuse the drops just because you feel that you want more is better. With doTERRA oils, less is more. So please reframe yourself in that manner. When you use doTERRA oils, use less. Always use less. If you are going to dilute it and apply on your skin, which I spoke about last week, you know that it is just, for example, you got a cut while you were cooking. Most of us cook at home, right? So you got a cut while you were slicing something, you just wash it, and then you can use 1 drop of lavender essential oil, just 1 drop, with about 5 to 10 drops of your carrier oil. I recommend doTERRA fractionated coconut oil, mainly because it is silky smooth, there is no coconut smell, there is no issues of it going bad or so on, or smelling rotten. Okay, it's very stable in our condition, in our environment, and very comfortable to use, which is most important, right? So that's just 1 drop. Okay, 1 drop is 50 cents. You think you can afford 50 cents for a cut? I think you can. You can afford 2 ringgit for deep sleep, 4 drops at night. It's about the price of your nasi lemak, kan? Cheaper than mee goreng and chicken rice also. So whenever I have friends or family who tell me that they don't think that these oils will work, I tell them that there's no other way but to try. And for those who have tried, they always come back to me with this, hey, it actually worked. And then I go, did you think it will not work? So, you know, you have to be able to experience the oils for you to get that experience, to know what I'm talking about and why I am passionate about sharing these benefits with you, right? So you can see that 1 bottle that you spend, your lavender essential oil, you only use 4 drops to diffuse. If you're going to apply also 1 drop, If you make a roller to apply on your skin, also a few drops only, the rest is your carrier oil, right? Isn't that economic? And this bottle expires in 5 years. Okay, so that is, for me, is very, very economic, the way that you use it. On top of that, when we are using doTERRA essential oils, I also would also like to, share that proper dilution is very important. Using it in a very safe manner is very, very important, because these oils are pure and they are potent, and they need to be respected as how you would with your medications that come in a blister or a bottle, right? So if you are keen to experience doTERRA essential oils, there is a 4 oil sample pack that I am able to provide at 30 ringgit, 30, including postage. They will be pre-diluted in rollers, in 2 ml rollers, so that you can experience oils like wild orange, lavender, lemon and peppermint. These are quite basic oils with versatile usage. If you're keen to experience, you've heard about it, you're skeptical about it, you don't know whether they actually work or not, this is the opportunity for you to be able to try it in the comfort of your home. Materials will be given on how to use them appropriately as well. So you may want to take up this offer. And until month end, doTERRA's enrollment kits are coming with an additional doTERRA On Guard. On Guard is the immune supportive blend that is a beautiful combination of oils. We have been using it very proactively to diffuse, to cleanse the air, to dilute and apply it on our sole of the feet, on the spine, to continue supporting the immune system. Use it for making your hand sanitizers. If you're keen to do one without alcohol or with alcohol, it's up to you. Recipes are available. And this is until month end, which is next week lah. Next week Tuesday is already Merdeka, right? 31st of August. So this is an absolutely amazing offer. The On Guard alone is retailing at 200 over ringgit for 250 drops. It's a must-have for every home, if you ask me, right? And for you ladies, we are always putting ourselves last, isn't it? For most of us who are mothers, especially taking care of your children, your family, and everyone else. Tonight, I'm sharing a session on how you can take care of yourself. Do you know how to take care of yourself? Do you know how to support focus, your stress levels, your hormonal issues, deep sleep, aches and discomforts that you may be facing but not voicing out because everybody else's needs are there and you are not really taking care of yourself? Join me if you can tonight. It's a short 45-minute session only. It's a free session. If you are keen to attend the session that I'm sharing, just connect with me. I'll be able to share the Zoom link and the password with you for tonight's class at 8:30 p.m. All right? So with that, I would like to end my short bit today. So you can see that doTERRA oil is actually expensive. It's for you to think about it and to know that you will be able to save a lot more in the long run when it comes to using it proactively, and of course feeling empowered, because at least you have oils at home to be able to use it first and then think of what you have to do next if you need to see a physician or you need to go out and buy something else to continue usage at home. So with that, I would like to say have a restful weekend, and I hope to see you again next Friday with another topic. Take care everyone. Bye.